guys, so I just wanted to make you a quick video today about how I got my hair from brown to blonde, because if you follow me on my other sites you'll know I've been blonde for like a couple of weeks now and everyone's out in my house, so I've got this little tinker to look after today. So if I'm kind of acting weird and not really focused, it's because he's running around all over my bed. That's my fault for getting a Jack Russell. Yeah, but anyway, so this is going to be how I got my hair blonde, and sorry, I wouldn't advise this if your hair isn't in a very good condition, because to be honest, if you're going from a dark brown like I was to a very light colour, it's gonna damage your hair and you're gonna need to bleach at some point. So if your hair isn't already in a good state, don't even attempt this because it will fall out. I've attempted that before when I was like 40, my hair wasn't in a good state, I bleached it, tried to get blonde, all fell out, and I'm still making up for that mistake now. So if you don't have healthy hair, do not attempt this. And because I'd had dark hair for so long, it was very difficult to get out. I had dark hair for over a year, I had it black, then brown, then black, then brown, so it had been dark for a long time, and because I had it those colours, it had very red tones in it, and red tones are literally the hardest things to get out ever. So annoying. So basically what I did first was I got some hair colour stripper. I used the Scott Cornwall hair dye remover. Did that twice. I took my hair to like a light gingery blonde. My hair was still in pretty decent condition after then, so I thought, okay, it's taken a lot of the dye out, so I am going to go ahead and bleach it. So from the light gingery brown I bleached it, and unfortunately it went basically bright orange. It was half yellow, half orange. When you bleach your hair, that is the worst colour you want to get, because you're just like putting on, going, please don't go orange, please don't go orange. Yeah, but it went orange. So I was kind of like, shit, I hope this is going to work. I was a bit worried at that stage. So I dyed it again, and I bleached it again, and it was kind of a custardy colour by then, so it was blonde, but the underneath was still a bit orange because the underneath layer of my hair was always a bit darker than the rest anyway when it was brown. So because it was all different colours, I decided to bleach above the under layer of my hair. Eddie, what was that?
What was that? Was that a yawn? Is that a yawn?
Yeah, so I bleached above the underside of my hair, and then it was all the same basic colour, but it wasn't blonde like I wanted, so I was starting to panic a little bit. And if you're wanting blonde hair, you know the worst thing is to have orangey yellow hair, because it doesn't look too nice when it's all coppery. So what I did then is I took a hair dye. Eddie, what are you doing? Yeah, I took a blonde hair dye. I think it was called light beige blonde.
Oh, come back please. Thank you.
Yeah, it was called light beige blonde. I think it was nice and easy, and it completely changed the colour of it. It went from kind of a custardy yellowy colour to the colour it is basically now. It took it to a really nice blonde where it wasn't orangey, it wasn't yellowy, but it was still a bit too warm for me. By the way, the only problem with the nice and easy dye, I only got it because it was on sale, and I tried to do all this to my hair on the lowest budget possible because I have like no money. The only problem with that is the fumes are ridiculous. I was dyeing my hair and I was coughing and choking the entire time. It was just fucking horrible, and I swear I was high as shit off those fumes because afterwards I was just fucking talking to myself. Well, I do that anyway, but you know, more so than usual. So yeah, that's a warning if you want to use nice and easy. I don't know if it's just me being really sensitive to it, but the fumes were absolutely ridiculous on that. I was coughing so much, but anyway, I keep going off track. What was I talking about? Yeah, it was still a bit warm, blonde, after I did that. It was a really nice colour, but it was still a bit warm for me because I wanted to get close-ish to my natural colour. Do you want to come sit on my lap, mister? There you go, good boy. Sit. Sit. Good boy, good boy. Yeah, I wanted to get close-ish to my natural hair colour, which is kind of, it's a bit darker than this and it's a bit more ashy, but it's closer than it was because I didn't want to bleach blonde because I really don't like bleach blonde hair on myself. So, the name's completely gone out of my head. It's the, can't remember the name of the guy that does it, but it's the Be Blonde range. They do toners and it was the platinum blonde tone. I chose that one because the other one was like champagne and honey, and that would make it a warmer colour, which I don't want, so I used that so it would take the kind of yellowy tones out. And after that, it was this colour. So yeah, I'm sorry that takes forever to explain, my mind's just kind of not focusing because of this little doggy. Yeah. Yeah, if you're wondering, Hannah, how is your hair still healthy after doing that all to it? I will quickly explain that really quick, basically. So basically what I did after I dyed my hair is, the day after I finished dyeing it, I deep conditioned it, and then I just didn't wash it at all for a week. I didn't do anything to it, I didn't put anything on it, I just left it completely to do its own thing and just wore it up every day. After that, I deep conditioned it again, and I gave it a big trim. I cut about like an inch or so off, just because I did have a few split ends, and from when I had brown hair I needed a haircut anyway, so I just cut a shitload off, just to make sure it's definitely all the split ends were gone and it wouldn't keep falling out and shit. And yeah, I just keep on doing that cycle at the moment. I keep going deep conditioning, not washing, so it kind of rejuvenates your hair again. I think I'm not too into putting like just shitloads of products on your hair to get it healthy again. I'm not really into that because I'm kind of a bit skeptical of doing that, so I just let it do its own thing. So Eddie,
Are you yawning? Are you yawning?
yeah, I'm a bit skeptical of doing that, so I don't really tend to use a lot of products because I really don't like it. So that is how I got my hair back healthy and how I got my hair blonde, isn't it, Eddie?
Oh, isn't it?
Isn't it? Mwah. Anyway, we're gonna go now, and I have to probably chase him around the garden for a bit. So yeah, we're gonna go. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it wasn't too all over the place because I can't really think straight when I'm trying to stop a little doggy jumping off the bed. But yeah, anyway, I'm gonna go. I love you guys lots.
Bye. Bye.